balance, right? Just being able to have different leading rushers every time, different receivers every time, maybe having 300 yards rushing in one game, maybe having 400 yards passing in another. I mean, that's what real balance is, because it makes it hard to be able to say, hey, how are we going to stop these guys?
This is the ODU Coaches Show on News 3.
The Monarchs back in the win column last week, and with that, we welcome you inside the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. Ricky, Rahne, Mark Davis, and Coach, you guys are heading to Louisiana-Monroe, a conference opponent for the first time ever. First time at Malone Stadium, first time you're facing them. And so it's crazy, you know, in the new conference, right? But you're still having teams you haven't played yet.
Yeah, and you know, it is different, and it's great. I mean, I love the way our conference is, having two divisions. You know, us being the only conference in the country that still does that, and I think it's great. And you know, this is going to be a really big challenge for us. You know, going down there. It's going to be, you know, different weather than we've had.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bunch of different things that are going to be there. The team plays, you know, pretty fast and violent, and Coach Vincent does a great job. So it's going to be a good challenge for us.
They're averaging 19 points per game, which is last in the Sun Belt. They've also gone on a 4-game losing streak here recently, but they're still a team that's shown the ability to be explosive.
Yeah, I mean, you go and you watch the tape, and you know, they've had a couple untimely turnovers and things like that have kind of let some of those games get away from them. But I mean, they're right there. I mean, they're right there with Southern Miss. They're right there with Troy, who both those teams are at the top of the West Division. And then, you know, a little bit in the fourth quarters where, you know, maybe the score went different, but I mean, they're one or two plays away from making that thing happen and going that way. They really do play very violent, particularly along the defensive line. And then they've got some great running backs, and those guys can really play. Their offensive line does too. So they like to control the line of scrimmage. They do some great things there. Their linebackers will come downhill and hit you and do some things. And so, yeah, we know we got to be ready to go.
Leads into my next question. Yeah, they hung with Southern Miss there in the first half last week. Zach Palmer-Smith, a running back who statistically is not their leading back, but he's really breaking out. 111 yards on 11 carries, and his long, I think, was 29 yards. So it's, I mean, he was gashing and doing a good job consistently.
Yeah, no, he's both their running backs are good players.
Yeah.
They've got one that's a little shiftier and kind of hit the home run. And, you know, number 6, like you were talking about, he's a little bit more of a power back and that sort of thing. But, you know, they run a lot of outside zone, mid-zone type things. And so you got to make sure that you're all gapped up and knock them back. And because if not, those guys do a great job of finding those lanes, and they certainly did it last week.
Well, I'm glad you brought the offensive line up, too, a couple minutes ago, because only allowing 9 sacks all season, that's top 20 in the country.
Yeah, they get rid of the ball. Well, their quarterbacks also do a tremendous job of scrambling around. And it's not that there's a lot of pressure back there, but when things aren't open, I mean, they'll run around, and they will go all over the place and try to create some explosives that way, too. So we've got to make sure it's one of those things where you've still got to attack.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you know, there's a tendency to kind of sit back. Oh, they're going to scramble. We can't let them scramble. No, you got to attack. You got to force that cage of the quarterback on them.
Well, and don't overlook their defense either. Their defense is sneaky good. 370 yards per game. I mean, they're not allowing 400 yards per game, even though some of those scores may be a little bit high.
Yeah, like I said, they've had a couple turnovers and things like that. Put the D's had some sudden change situations and that sort of thing. You know, they've got a really big and talented defensive front, and then they've got some big linebackers as well. So, you know, obviously, everyone knows we like to run the ball, but we got to be able to. That line of scrimmage is going to be a challenge for us, and we've got to make sure that we are in the proper leverage and we're taking our angles and we're staying locked on guys.
Let's talk about your sideline for a couple minutes. Turnovers had been an Achilles heel for you guys. You guys got that down to 1 turnover this past weekend against App State. You said in your postgame you want that number at 0, but moving in the right direction.
Yeah. I mean, I still think that there's some things out there that we got to take care of on that. You know, I think the biggest thing was we were able to create some turnovers, and that was a huge portion of the game, and there were probably more out there that we didn't get. There were a lot of balls that got tipped and kind of landed harmlessly on the ground that I think we were close to getting a couple more of those. But we made some nice plays on the ball, and getting those 2 turnovers, particularly in the red zone, was huge. We'll
see some of those turnovers coming up after the break. Now, when a kicker has a day like Riley did, how do you keep his confidence up? How do you talk to a guy and get him? I liked what you said in your post game. against App State, or what do you do when you're with the golf swing when you're trying to work on it, right?
Yeah.
But how do you keep a guy's confidence up after he has an off day like that?
No, I mean, he's just got to keep working and focus on his fundamentals.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily focus on the results. You're not focusing on making the kick. You're focusing on having a smooth swing, on having the right steps, and all those sort of things. It's remarkable how similar it is to golf. So I think everyone who thinks like, oh, well, I can make that kick.
No, you couldn't.
You could not.
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't. And
all due respect.
Yeah, no, you definitely couldn't. And the reason I know that is because I've seen a lot of people play golf, and it's not pretty.
Right.
And so
you're looking at him.
Yeah. Well, now say you're going to take that golf swing in front of 30,000 people.
Right.
Right. And people are trying to come and block it as well.
Yeah.
So that'd probably go a little different.
Yeah, it would definitely go differently. Yeah. But, when you're talking about 18 to 23-year-old kids, just how that can get into your head where you think, oh, my gosh, I have to make this kick. I guess it does kind of require like a reset, like, hey, you know how to do this. Just like you said, focus on the fundamentals and take it easy.
Yeah, it's funny, the more I do this, and I agree with you that a lot of this stuff is different with 18 to 23-year-old young men, but not that. I think confidence and lack and maybe questioning yourself just right at the wrong moment, that's just a humanity thing.
Everybody.
That's everybody, right? I mean, I know, think about your friends who are 40 and going in for a big job interview and could nail some of those questions every single time, but all of a sudden they go in there and they kind of choke up.
Yeah,
right?
sure, yeah.
And things like that. So I think just questioning, yourself right at the most inopportune moment is just a thing of humanity.
Yeah, totally.
That's just who we are and human consciousness. So it's just something you got to continue to work through, and we all do. That's what are there? Maybe 1 million books on this subject?
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, so
give or take.
So I think it's just one of those things that you're always trying to master that.
You guys don't focus on bowl eligibility. It's not a talking point in your locker room, I realize. But a win gets you to bowl eligibility. I know a lot of fans are pretty excited about that. What would it say about you guys in the program to get win number 6 with 3 games to go, quicker than you guys have been able to here?
Yeah, I don't know about if that matters as much as the one thing about bowl eligibility is you get extra practices, and you also get a little bit extra time together, right? And you work so long, and we have a close team, so having a little bit extra time together would be awesome.
Right. And you guys got win number 5 against App State this past weekend. We're going to break down some of those key plays with Coach when the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show continues right after this.
Here we go, Cole again, the play action pass. Straight drop back, looking near side, guns the ball, pass intercepted. Picked off there by the Monarchs, Ryan Rahne. Give him a start. He'll give you a big play. Joseph in the shotgun has Hargrove to his right. 2 wide receivers to each side of the formation. Joseph is going to take it. Little jump pass to Hargrove. They went for 80 earlier this season. Here he is, 30, 25, 10. Touchdown, Old Dominion. This one goes for 70, and the Monarchs are on the board.
Ted Alexander calling that victory on 94.1, the Old Dominion Sports Radio Network. Back here inside the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show with Coach Rahne. And Coach, good win for you guys. Back in the win column, 5-3 now. And you got it done on both sides of the ball. Let's start in the first quarter on the defensive side here. This is one of 2 first-half picks, and it's Jerome Carter right there in the end zone jumping up and getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, this was a huge play. I thought, the play before this, there was an offensive pass interference. They actually scored a touchdown, but there was a penalty.
Yes.
And then on the very next play, we were able to come up with the pick, which is critical. I thought so. We really took advantage of an extra opportunity that we got, and that's exactly what you're looking for. We got, if you look there. Yeah. We got some pressure on the quarterback.
Right.
Yes, it's a fairly clean pocket, but there were arms around him and things like that. All right, and then we were able to, there's a nice play by Jerome. Sometimes in those sort of things you kind of panic there, and he just.
It's coming right at me. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
right.
So this was huge, and it's really good coverage right there. If you look at it, it's nice coverage by Jeremy Mack.
Yep.
Right, so there's really no other place to put that ball.
And there was an extra pressure, right? It was just a good job by the line of scrimmage going through here?
Yeah, no, this is just 4 guys. And
yep.
You see we're running a little bit of a twist game here, and our penetrators are the ones that are kind of getting there and making the most of it, and Fred and Chris. And they put a little pressure on them, and we were able to get that turnover.
Well, and let's talk about just how big this play is really quickly, because that's one where if they score there, it's a tie game in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Instead, totally flip the field, and it's keep them off the board.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that we were able to do is, we had to lead the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, we never trailed. We never, beside it being 0-0, we never even were tied.
Right.
And so I think that was good. You're able to control kind of the tempo and the momentum of the game, throughout the whole thing. And I think that helps us because it allows us, all right, we can still run the ball. We kind of know what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to throw it a little bit more at times and things like that. So that was huge.
Well, and let's keep it on the defensive side here. Shortly thereafter in the second quarter here, now I like open field tackles. I think they're very difficult to do, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they would be for me anyway.
Well, they are for everybody.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at play number 2 here. All right, here we go. So McKendray Steiger has done this a couple times this year where he just comes over and he just kind of cuts him out there, open space all around him, makes this open field tackle.
Yeah, no, he did a nice job here, and a lot of it is due to his leverage. He knew he was supposed to have, outside leverage on that particular play right there, so he's able to come down, force it back to his guys, right, and cut everything off. Open field tackles are incredibly difficult, and we work on them a bunch. You'd like to see him wrap up a little bit better there. We had one earlier. We had actually a couple earlier in the game where we were able to wrap up and do some things.
Right.
And Kendra has actually been very good at that, but you can see here Lucas is coming downhill, and he's going to be right there to make that play as well.
So turns him back inside.
Yeah, and Lucas is going to be able to make that play as well, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so good defense there for you guys, especially in the first half there. Now let's go to the offensive side of the ball here, late third quarter. It's 17-7, and this ends up being the game-winning score here. A good play, and it developed too. It wasn't just a strike. All right, so here we go. Colton drops back. There's Jacory. Nice to have him back, and then he makes the catch and does the rest with his legs.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that he did really well here is he caught the ball and he was looking to score when he caught it. He didn't just sit there and say to himself, hey, I got the first down, that's good enough. All right, an accurate throw, so he's able to get the run. Nice stiff arm right there. Really nice block by Devin.
Yeah.
And then you saw the flag kind of go up. They actually got a face mask on that.
Yes.
At the end of it right here. So this was a nice deal. I mean, it's a very accurate throw that you can see there. It's about to go, right where it needs to be, about 4 to 6 inches out in front. He's able to get that. And like I said, nice job by Devin.
Yeah, you can see him right there.
And that's huge.
How big's field visibility here? Just kind of finding your holes and know where everyone's going.
Well, I think you just got to get going upfield and then kind of let it react.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's what he did a really nice job there. And that was a big play. We had actually that was first read and the second read was actually wide open. So I'm glad he went to his first read. They'd actually busted that coverage and 2 guys went with the motion and it was kind of messed up there. And so we actually had another guy wide open on that play too. So a good play call, good play design.
Yeah, absolutely. And then good execution by your guys, no doubt at all. What plays will make the biggest difference in tomorrow's game at Louisiana-Monroe? We're going to find out tomorrow, 3:30 on ESPN+.
Little confusion in the Monarch backfield as they set to rush 4. Cole back to throw, looking far side. Over the middle, he's going to have this one picked off in the end zone. Interception. OTU.
After getting back in the win column, back on the road for Old Dominion, the players ready to get down to someone else's house and quiet that crowd.
Everybody in this conference is really good. You got guys that their records might not show, but they're good teams, and ULM they're gonna run the ball. They got good running backs, big running backs. We know their quarterback's gonna take shots and he's gonna throw the ball. So we just gotta go out there and we gotta play good defense.
I don't really think they do nothing challenging for real. Everybody just gotta come out, do their 111, and I think we'll come out on top.
Players heading back out on the road, trying to get that 6th win of the season. Back here now at the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show with Coach Rahne. And Coach, big night, Halloween night. It's one of some people's favorites. What's Halloween like at the Rahne household? Is there like a, annual Rahne costume party everyone looks forward to?
No. We do. This past Sunday we had, we have a bunch of young kids.
Yeah.
Right. So we had all the families over, and we kind of do like a neighborhood trick-or-treating inside the office.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All the families bring stuff for the guys and things like that. But so yeah, we do that every year. That's probably the most Halloween thing we do. I don't even think my sons dress up anymore.
Well, I was going to say your kids are probably getting to the age where that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have costumes. Yeah. Yeah. They don't rock that. But yeah, no. Halloween's. I wouldn't say we're anti-Halloween.
Yeah,
we're just kind of indifferent about it.
Just more into Christmas. I got you.
Yeah.
You say, our kids range from 17 to 9, so we have some costumes and some not.
Yeah.
So we're growing out of that stage as well.
It's funny. Halloween kind of evolves. As you get older and that sort of thing. So I mean, you go back, right? Like costumes are really important when you're little, and then like you say, they kind of lose their importance.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you start to get older again, like college and like the people are really dressed up.
It makes
now.
a comeback. It
Yeah,
comes
now
back.
it's a different emphasis maybe
Right,
at
right.
that time. But yeah, it's still a big deal. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now for us, it's just Friday night, right? You know.
Yeah, no question.
Rank your top 3 Halloween candies if you can off the top of your head.
Okay, so this is always an interesting question because there's certain candies that I just like, and I don't really care if it's Halloween or not, right? Like
Well, right.
Snickers, right?
Yeah.
Kit
Yeah.
Kat, right? Those are like normal Reese's,
Yep.
especially Reese's.
Yeah.
But Reese's
pumpkins.
are always better when you got to put Reese's in the freezer. Those
Okay.
it's always better.
Okay.
That's a huge thing.
I'm a room temperature guy.
Now you're dead wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you couldn't be more wrong.
Agreed.
You didn't know that there's a right and wrong on candy.
Turns out there is.
Yeah, I would say like the candies that like are Halloween-esque
Right.
that I like are Nerds.
Nerds are good.
Right,
The
like
gummy
I don't.
clusters.
I don't ever eat. Yeah, see, I don't like gummy clusters. I don't.
Really?
Yeah, my wife loves them and those sort of things. I don't like the yin and the yang there. I don't like how there's like they're hard and I don't like that.
You don't think it's like the perfect blend? Because
Nope.
I think it's like the perfect. I'm with Mrs. Rahne on this one.
No, I like I want like I like gummy stuff.
Yeah.
And I like Nerds.
But you don't put them together.
I don't like them
Yeah.
together. No,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
What about a Skittles star? We talked about this before, I think. In
I'm more of a Skittles guy.
Yeah, Skittles. So and I'm a purple red Skittles guy. My wife is yellow, which I think is insane.
Have you ever? Yeah, that's not right either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right and wrong answer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's certainly not right. Yeah, have you seen those Skittles? My son's big on those. Have you seen those Skittles, like things where you can make your own Skittles packages?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there's.
No, I haven't. But now.
Go. All right. Yeah. There's one. I think there's one. I think, and I probably shouldn't. But there's one. I think Dirty Buffalo, and like you can like make your own.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole,
Well,
yeah. My son.
Halloween night dinner has been decided.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. But yeah, I would say like those are some of the Halloween type candies. What I think is bad is like you always buy too much candy.
Yes.
And then it's just there.
It is.
And you're not going to eat it.
Of course. I mean, that would be criminal.
Also, who likes Milk Duds?
I like Milk Duds.
Why? Under what circumstances? Like, what about the taste do you like?
The chocolate caramel combo.
Wow.
Like it's like Rolos.
Also terrible. Also terrible. Do you like candy corn as well?
It's not. I don't hate it, but I'm not seeking it out.
I mean, those are like the candies they made when they didn't know how to make good candies. Like this is like, wow, we need some other
The
candy.
candy corn thing I can get behind, but the Milk Duds shade I don't understand.
No, it's terrible. I mean, it's bad. Even the packaging is boring.
the yellow box.
It's just, it's horrible. Yeah, no, that's I'm very anti-milk.
Well, next week we're going to bring our candy in and trade for the candies we like, the candies we don't.
There you go.
Make sure we do that right here in front of the audience. In the meantime, the Monarchs have to focus on the game against Louisiana-Monroe tomorrow at 3:30 on ESPN+.
Final score from Cornblau Field at SB Ballard Stadium on homecoming Saturday at ODU. The Monarchs 24, Appalachian State 21.
Well, Monarch faithful hoping to see their team lock up its third bowl ticket in Ricky Rahne's tenure at Old Dominion. As for the players and coaches, they're solely focused on Louisiana-Monroe, but they know what's at stake as well. Locking up a bowl game this early would be a new achievement for the Silver and Blue under Rahne. 2021 and 23 seeing the team grab that coveted sixth win on the final day of the regular season. 2021 a lopsided win over Charlotte, with Grant Wilson's walk-off rushing touchdown propelling them to bowl eligibility 2 years later. This season, the Monarchs with 4 more chances to get win number 6, but taking care of it tomorrow the plan. While some of the players expressing excitement about the prospect of reaching that milestone, Coach Rahne not thinking about it, like at all.
That just gave me heart palpitations because that means I'm closer to Christmas, which means that I'm closer to my wife asking for a dog, which means I'm closer to me having to say no, which means I'm closer to being in trouble for an extended period of time.
We all want that extra game, for the seniors, for the guys that is their last year. It'll be a great experience. When I experienced a bowl game before, it was a great time, being down there for a week and spending time with the guys. So, we all want that extra game. It means a lot to us, and we just want to go get it for the guys. This is their last year.
Well, one more victory clinching a bowl berth, 2 more wins locking up ODU's first winning season since 2016. And that wraps up this week's edition of the Old Dominion Football Coaches Show. The Monarchs and ULM get going 3:30 tomorrow on ESPN+. For Ricky Rahne, I'm Mark Davis. Have a great weekend, everybody, and go Monarchs.